Oh, hi folks. I just wanted to let you know that we're starting a new video series. It's going to be on camping etiquette and dealing with both the written and unwritten rules of camping, because we've noticed in the last year and a half that there's been an influx of people that I'm thinking, or we're thinking, or rather, have never really camped in this sort of environment before, and someone needs to teach them. So stay tuned and let's see what we can do to help educate others. Be sure you give me some feedback on things that you think I should share and talk about, because I've got a lot of ideas, but I'm sure there's things that you guys will think of that I won't. So enjoy the video, and we'll see you guys at the other side. Bye-bye. Hey folks, nice to see you. Good morning. It is truly a beautiful day here today, and I wanted to have a little conversation with you, take an opportunity to talk about something that happened last weekend over Memorial Weekend. It's currently Wednesday, June 2nd, and so this just happened a couple of days ago. Like I said in the intro, this in my mind is what camping in a national forest is all about. Being off the grid and hearing the birds and being able to enjoy the quiet lake. You may recall last fall, we did a video with Sty North talking about the unwritten rules of camping. Well, there's one rule that we kind of hit on that's not unwritten that I feel like there's certain types of campers, and we're seeing more and more of them lately, that don't understand it, and that's the quiet hours rule. Now, I'm going to put a picture of the quiet hours sign up here off to my side or something like that, and you can read it for yourself, but I don't remember exactly what it says off the top of my head, so I can't quote it verbatim, but I can tell you what it says. It does say, quiet hours are from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That means no generators, no loud noises, no music, stuff like that. From 10 until 6. But there's another line on there that I feel like needs some explanation. It says something to the effect of, and again, it's on the card here, you can read it yourself, that noises that will prohibit others from enjoying the forest and the campground are also prohibited. Now, at the risk of sounding political here, I'm going to relate that rule to another rule that often gets misquoted. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That second part has absolutely nothing to do with the first. Same with the quiet hour rule. That first part of quiet hours are from 10 till 6 have nothing to do with that second rule. So that means if I, as the campground host, come up to you and I tell you, hey guys, you're disturbing the other campers, I'm getting complaints, I don't care if it's noon, 5, 8 in the morning, or 9:30 at night. You are being so loud or doing something that is interfering with other people's enjoyment of the campground. So last weekend I had a group doing that. They were hooting and hollering pretty good. They were playing cornhole, and that can get pretty competitive. But usually it's just, you toss the bag and that's it. This group was taking it way beyond that. There was profanity involved, and I might also mention they were drunk. They had been hitting the sauce since I don't even know. But the first time I encountered them, I had taken the Beast of Black Lake on I think I was touching up bathrooms or something. And on my way back to my site, I got flagged down by a woman down by Site 18. And she said, could you talk to the group on this other site? There's kids around, there's profanity happening, and frankly, what they're doing and how loud they are is just not what a national forest campground experience should be about. So sure, no problem. I stopped and I talked to him, and I got out of the truck, and literally, I literally watched one of them mouth, "Oh no." They saw the Forest Service truck. They knew full well what they were doing. And I talked to them, and I walked up to them and I said, "How's it going this evening, folks?" And first words out of their mouth were, "Are we being too loud?" And I said, "Well, that's part of it, yes. The other part is the language. There's kids around and people are complaining." And this woman pipes up, "I told you sailor talk wasn't appropriate here." And this guy, completely wasted, comes up to me and goes, "That was me. I'm sorry. I swear. I'm sorry. I won't do it again." And no worries, guys. Just keep it clean. Turn the volume down a little bit. We're all good. And I left him. Well, maybe about an hour later, I'm sitting around my fire, and Stephanie looks at me and says, "I think I can hear them." And I said, "Who?" "Well, the people up on that site that you talked to." So we decided to take a walk instead of a drive this time, and we walked past, just trying to be a little stealthier. I didn't want the presence of the truck this time because that would have changed their behavior. And sure enough, they were loud. We walked past them just to make sure it wasn't somebody further up, and no, it was them. They were loud and swearing. In fact, as we walked up to their site again, I heard, "We told you swearing needs to stop." But even then, I commend them for trying to get that guy to stop swearing, but it wasn't just the swearing at this point. It was also the volume. It was 9:20 at night. So I walked onto their site again and I talked to him, and this again, the same guy. "That was me. I'm sorry. I'm trying." And drunker than he was before. So I said, "Look, I get it. Just tone it down, because then I won't be getting complaints. You can swear all you want as long as the sound doesn't leave this site." And at this point, this guy comes up to me and goes, "I'm the one that rented this site. I didn't say anything the last time you were here, but you need to be talking to me. Let's go over here and talk." So I follow him, and I stop, maybe 10 feet away from the group, thinking that, that would be far enough. No. Come on, let's go. He literally walked me all the way to the end of his site, and he said, "I'm the one that rented this site. I'm in charge of this site." And I looked at him. Basically he was implying that I had no right to be on his site and that I had no right to be talking to him. And I looked at him and I said, "That may be true. You are in charge of this site, that being that you rented it. But the fact that I'm getting complaints means that you're not in charge of this site. You're not in control of it, at least. And I'm in charge of this campground and ensuring that all the guests, not just you, get to enjoy it. So I'm telling you to get this site under control, or the next time I talk to you, the sheriff will be with me." And it just bugged me, because I shouldn't have to do that. I'm just look at it. How could you come out to a place like this and want to be that loud? It just, I don't have an explanation, and frankly it kind of bothers me. So basically what it boils down to, if you remember the video I made a couple weeks ago when I was taking a drive to go help my dad with a project, it boils down to being a decent human being. Slow down, enjoy life, ask yourself, how are my actions affecting others? And if they're affecting others in a negative way, then you're not, if you don't care, you're not being a decent human being. Everybody makes mistakes. So if you're doing something and someone, either tells you that you're affecting them, or you recognize that you're affecting them, and then you change your behavior so that you're not affecting others, or at least you're minimizing the impact, that's okay. But if someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, you're being a little loud. I can't enjoy my site, I can't enjoy my fire at the site next to you, because you guys are being so loud. That is not being and you don't care about it. That's not being a decent human being. If you're one of those people that come up, set up on site, set up some big tall speakers, and I kid you not, this has happened, blast it over the lake so that your buddies can hear it while fishing, and somebody talks to you and says, I don't want to listen to AC/DC clear across the campground, that's breaking the quiet hours rule. That's those prohibited actions that is in the second part of the rule. So you can't do that. There's things you can't do, and it's not even an unwritten rule. It's such a peaceful morning. I don't understand why anybody would want to change that by being loud. It's an enjoyable morning. Last night I sat out around the fire and it was peaceful. Granted, there was only 3 other sites occupied at the time, but I got to listen to... My loons are still here. I don't know where they are, but I did see them. The geese haven't chased them off yet. But I listened to the loons. I listened to the birds. I listened to the water go over the dam. And just enjoyed the evening. Why? If you're coming to a place like that, or like this, that's what you should be doing. Sure, bring some games for during the day. Play cornhole, I don't care. Hoot and holler a little bit. But don't have such a sustained level of noise that you disrupt others. And certainly keep the language family friendly, because this is a family campground. So I guess that's what I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the lake over my shoulder. You can see it's chopping up just a little bit now. It's not the pane of glass that it was at the beginning, but the breeze has picked up a little bit. I suspect we're going to get some rain today. So you guys take care, stay safe. There will be more videos like this coming. I think a playlist of camping etiquette when it comes to both the written and unwritten rules are definitely in the works for this season, because the new campers that we talked about last year aren't going away. They've discovered the outdoors, which I'm thankful for. And now someone needs to teach them the rules and the expectations and how you enjoy this area, this environment. So take care, stay safe, and we'll see you guys at our next destination. Oh, and don't forget to ring the bell and subscribe. Take care now. Bye.